Yes, AI is not the risk. Weak structure is. When leaders talk about AI, the conversation usually starts with tools, models, data, and automation. That is understandable, but it is no longer enough. Because for many department heads, the real issue is not the technology itself. The real issue is whether their organization can still carry responsibility once AI makes work more visible. And that is the real shift. AI makes contributions more traceable, it makes handovers more legible, it makes recommendations more reviewable, it makes decisions more auditable. In other words, AI increases visibility, and once visibility increases, accountability increases. And once accountability increases, liability pressure follows. But that pressure does not spread evenly, it concentrates. It concentrates at the point where mandate, service, and liability must actually hold together in the real moment of use. This is what we call the mandate service liability node. And that is the real bottleneck of operational AI, not the tool, not first the model, not even first adoption. The real question is whether mandate, service, and liability are coupled strongly enough to hold under visibility. Because if they are not, the organization starts relying on something else. It starts relying on people. Experienced people smooth handovers. They absorb ambiguity. They make informal judgment calls. They carry consequences the formal structure never fully defined. From the outside, the system still looks stable, but often it is only stable because someone is compensating for what the structure never explicitly built. That is where this becomes personal. In many organizations, one figure feels this pressure first: the department head, the service owner, the operational leader who must keep outcomes reliable while the surrounding architecture remains vague. In AllyAllez language, that figure is the centurio. The centurio is not a rank. It is a structural diagnosis. It is the person who carries responsibility where the organization has not yet built enough clarity into mandate, service boundaries, escalation logic, or liability structure. So the real leadership question under AI is no longer only how do we adopt AI well? The deeper question is responsibility in this area structurally built, or is it still being carried personally? That distinction matters because not every pressured situation is a structural breakdown. Some problems are local, some are procedural, some are training issues. But if the mandate service liability node is weak, optimization language is no longer enough. Then structure becomes the issue. And that leads to a very different management principle. Not stronger heroics, stronger structure. That means clearer services, clearer mandate, readable liability, legitimate escalation, and judgment that is supported institutionally, not merely expected from strong individuals. That is what structural strength looks like under AI visibility. And that is why the principle is simple. Structure first, not AI first, because AI is not only a productivity wave, it is a visibility event. And the question is no longer whether AI works. The question is whether your structure can carry what AI makes visible. This was Tom from AllyAllez. Talk to you soon.